Today we will be starting our journey towards Ladakh. They have issued a circular. The LMVs on both sides will be permitted. That means from Sonmarg to Kargil and Kargil to Sonmarg from 5 a.m. onwards. Some days back, they used to have one-way traffic with different timings from both the sides, but now with the onset of summer, they have allowed LMVs from both sides from 5 a.m. The trucks will be released from Kargil side at 7 a.m. We plan to start at 5 a.m. Let's see if we can do it.
Good morning. It's 5:17 a.m. Today is 14th of June and we are starting from Sonamarg. We will go to Leh. Leh is 345 kilometers from here. Dras is 62.
One thing to remember, there is no vehicular movement between Kargil and Sonmarg on Fridays.
Leaving Sonamarg. Outside temperature is showing 8 degrees. Yesterday night it was a bit cold. Marvelous view. Pine trees on the right and the mountains, valley beneath.
Gumri is 13 kilometers from here, where we'll cross over to Ladakh, and Baltal is 5 kilometers, which is famous for hosting pilgrimage to Amarnath Yatra. 13 kilometers from Gumri, and this is the work going on for Zojilla tunnel.
This is the beauty of Kashmir. Carpet-like greenery and the sun shining brightly on the carpet. This seems to be Zojilla top. It's completely changed with all dhabas and so many shops here. So this is Zojilla top, 0 point. Quite cold outside, 8 degrees.
We are at Zojilla, 11,649 feet.
Now we are going straight to Dras and there we'll have some breakfast.
This is the Zojilla tunnel eastern portal.
7:30 a.m. and we entered Ladakh. So you can see the change in terrain, the texture, color of the mountains gradually changing. The vastness of the valley cannot be captured by any camera. This is Matia village. O'clock now. Dras, 10 kilometers from here.
And Indus River is flowing right beside us.
We are now approaching Dras. It's about 5 minutes past 8. Dras is noted for its coldest temperature in the world, and after that Dras become quite famous. Then of course the Kargil war and all.
We've entered Dras. It's 8:44 a.m. and we have started from Dras after breakfast with bread, omelette and coffee.
As we drive by, we can see some new hotels which has come up. One of them is this D Meadows, which seems to be quite plush. We could have taken our breakfast here as well.
The magnificent mountains of Ladakh.
Just after crossing Dras, there is a new IOC petrol pump which is quite good. It has both the thick and thin nozzle, so we filled up our tank from there and proceeded towards Kargil.
We crossed Kargil War Memorial. Leh 262 kilometers from here. Will take 5.5 hours from now.
The landscape has started to change. It has become much more arid, devoid of any vegetation. Typical Ladakhi landscape, very similar in many ways to Spiti landscape as well.
We can see a group of bikers coming. This time we have seen lots of bikers flocking into Ladakh.
There's a cafe called Pit Stop Cafe, 5 kilometers before Kargil.
117 kilometers from
Sonamarg.
Sonmarg. There is this two filling station, IOC and HB, just before you enter Kargil from Sonmarg side.
We are now entering Kargil. Passing through Kargil town. Suru River running beside us. Kargil taxi stand on our left. We changed our taxi here while we went to Zanskar last time we came here. Leh Taxi Union and Kargil Taxi Union are different. Even Zanskar has its own taxi union. They have their own territories and they don't interfere with each other.
But for tourists, it becomes difficult as they need to deal with 3 taxi providers who doesn't talk to each other.
This is Iqbal Bridge over Suru River. So Lamayuru 106 kilometers from here. Mulbek 39. So we are leaving Kargil town. It's 10:30 a.m. now. 210 kilometers remaining to Leh. Just crossed an IOCL petrol pump in Kargil before we left Kargil, near the exit of the town on the left.
So Lamayuru is 100. Maybe we can have lunch at Lamayuru. Now the landscape has fully changed into typical Ladakhi landscape, completely barren.
have reached Shergol, where we stayed at Nunkun camp when we came here last time. We are entering Mulbek now. There is a huge statue of Buddha in Mulbek.
Here there is a 30-feet long rock sculpture of Maitreyi Buddha, also known as Mulbek Chamba or Future Buddha.
This is Namikla Pass. It's 12:23 p.m. and it's
Just see
very
how crowded it
crowded, very crowded. Altitude
crowded it is.
12,198 feet.
This place is called Bodh Kharbu in Kargil district.
Lamayuru is another 30 to 40 kilometers away.
Now approaching another pass, Fotula. Now approaching Lamayuru, located at an altitude of 11,520 feet. Lamayuru has one of the largest and oldest gompas in Ladakh, the Lamayuru Monastery, and is famous for its moonland-like landscape due to its typical geographical formation. Leh is about 109 kilometers from Lamayuru. We had lunch at Amchi restaurant in Lamayuru, which is by the side of the road, but we did not like the food. Mountains spread out in a white canvas and a blacktop road running through it. It's marvelous to drive upon this road. This is the village of Ule-Tukpo. This is the place where we stayed last time when we came to Leh. On the right is Ule Eco Resort. This is the same resort where we stayed in our last visit, albeit in different shape and form.
On our right is the road to Alchi Monastery. It's a very old monastery. We have been there. It's more than 1,000 years old. And it's unlike any other monastery. I mean, the construction is quite different.
Some greenery for a change. This is Saspol village. On our left, the road goes to Likir Monastery. Leh is another 46 kilometers from here.
This is Nimu, and it is also the meeting point of Zanskar River and Indus River.
This is Nimu village, and on the right you can see the road which goes towards Janskar all the way to Padum, then towards Shinkula, and then exit via Darcha to the Himachal side.
So we have just crossed the confluence of Indus and Janskar in Nimu village. This is incidentally also the village from where you get that road towards Janskar. Also, there is a very popular rafting in Indus which starts from Fay village and ends up in Nimu. That's why you can see lots of rafts lying in the confluence of Indus and Janskar.
We are now going past Magnetic Hill, which is a major tourist attraction in Ladakh, and you can see that from the crowd. The layout of the surrounding area creates an optical illusion as if the car is going uphill, even though the car is actually going downhill.
Left is the first petrol pump of Leh, a BPCL pump.
It's 6 p.m. and we are approaching Leh. Crossed Hall of Fame on our right, which is another major attraction in Ladakh. Leh Airport is 500 meters on our right, and there is a HP petrol pump as well. Welcome to Leh. are turning right to Indian Oil petrol pump, from where we'll fill some of our jerrycan and also top up fuel. This is Hotel Grand Dragon. On our right, we are going through Old Leh Road. It's an uphill road. We remember walking down this road when we last came to Leh. This road is dotted by some excellent hotels. Turning right onto Old Fort Road. Now turning left onto Jangsti Road. From here we need to turn to Changspa Road, but we were not sure whether it's a one-way or both-way, so we moved straight ahead. We came to know from locals that we should have taken left on that Changspa Road, so we turned back and entered Changspa Road.
This is Hotel Umasila. This is where we stayed when we first came to Leh.
Need to take a right turn here. It's 6:30 p.m. and finally we have reached our hotel Gamang Boutique. Today we have traveled 336 km with an average fuel efficiency of 10.1 km per liter. Today we are going to change our hotel, as the hotel where we are staying doesn't serve any non-veg food, so we decided to go to Abdu's hotel.